Hey, this is Hunter Henry of the LA Chargers, and you're watching MUT Force. Bolt up, baby.
What's up, guys? It's the director and the Trumpetmonkey.
There ain't a problem that Madden and copy can't fix, director. We are like burning the midnight oil here, man. After me going to see Star Wars.
Oh my God.
So
You guys in Europe, so lucky getting to see Star Wars 24 hours before the greatest nation in the world. That is absolutely ridiculous. How did you like it, though? I'm so excited. No spoilers, obviously. Zero spoilers.
No, mate, I respect. You know I respect the Star Wars fanage way too much to say anything spoilery. But I freaking loved it, man. I was telling you just before we started filming. I laughed out loud at least 6 times and cried out loud at least 6 times. And then like plenty of other kind of emotions, man. It was epic. I really freaking loved it. And at the beginning, like they're speaking in Latvian, but they were doing some quiz thing where it's like name all of these characters on the screen. And I was like, here, I know them, ask me. And they were like, okay. And then I was just like, bam, 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 bam. And they were like, you've won something. So I won something.
Yeah, me and Trumpetmonkey, huge Star Wars nerds on top of that. Well, a lot of stuff going on in Madden. Obviously,
Yes.
Zero Chill finally making its way into the game, and it's actually been pretty bomb. So why don't you let the good folks at home know what to expect in this episode of MUT Force?
Tonight on MUT Force with the director and Trumpetmonkey, we break down all of the NFL 100 O-linemen. We look at the team of the week. We look at all of the Zero Blitz content. And I believe we have some chilly predictions, director.
Let's freaking go. A lot of predictions coming down the line here, guys. Madden's ghosts of present, past, and NFL 100 wide receivers. And with that, let's get into this week's content.
Enough about Star Wars, I guess, director. Like, man, Zero Chill dropped.
Zero Chill.
Oh,
One of the best promos every single year. But we got to go over quickly some of the stuff from last week that we might have missed. Some pieces to your defense and offense that might actually be game-changing in meta at the moment. Let's take a look at some of the guys. NFL 100, Ed Reed, 93 speed. The zone is absolutely incredible. Rod Woodson, you got yourself all of these Raiders, 92 speed, the zone, the man, everything's amazing. And then Vinatieri and Ronnie Lott.
the Quad Raider weekend was absolutely muchos insano. Like all these guys are 97s on my team, and actually even with a bit of help, a little bit of help, my Willie Brown and my Rod Woodson got up to 98, which is insane. I haven't seen anyone hit the 99 yet outside of like squads, but that was pretty crazy, man. It was a pretty crazy week.
And we went over these at least once before, but now with some gameplay and stuff under your belt, if you were to say one guy to be added from the NFL 100 cornerbacks and DBs, who would it be out of all of these players? You could only afford one.
Well, without a doubt, Ronnie Lott. He is so the same way that Tillman is an absolute game changer. Flying around the field, but especially for me anyway, Tillman like laying the boom and causing fumbles. Ronnie Lott does that in the run game, but in the pass game, like, so there is the ability to put like acrobat on him, but he just seems to like be flying around the field. There's something about his reaction times. A game changer. So, mate, if you've got him and Tillman over the top, happy days, mate.
That's exactly who I was going to say too. Ronnie Lott seems to be the biggest game-changing factor. So make sure you guys grab him, because right now the run meta is pretty heavy, and you need somebody back there to stop the run. Josh Gordon getting a flashback last week. Josh Gordon, I saw a lot of Browns, Patriots, other fans happy, but you guys need yourself a power-up before this card can get truly glitchy.
And then, like, for the 5th time in real life, suspended indefinitely. Yeah. No. 5th time substance abuse suspension, but this one again suspended indefinitely. And he was looking so good for the Seahawks. Like, a lot of people don't realize he was on the Seahawks. Like, he's kind of quiet, but he's, like, really good.
I think last week, before his suspension was announced, he had a crazy good catch. I don't remember who they were playing against. You're just like, oh, yeah, Josh Gordon's on the Seattle Seahawks. They had one of the most amazing wide receiver cores in the NFL before that happened. Still do. But Josh Gordon, as a card, looks pretty spectacular. He does need a power-up, though, to fit all your theme teams and get the extra speed on there.
But just to put it out there, though, mate, with a power-up with Coach Madden and any type of theme team, like 95 speed, basically.
Oh, he's definitely like one of the meta. If you can get him on a theme team, he's going to be pretty nasty. Kareem Jackson, 87 speed is probably too slow at this point, especially with no power-up. I'm actually not sure if he has one. And the man and zone all seem pretty low, too, so you can write this one off.
But in real life, this dude had an insane, he didn't get the pick, but someone lateraled to him and he scored a touchdown in real life as this item came out as well. So, like, the Madden curse could be real for flashbacks, man. I'm just putting that out there because, like, either the Madden boo-boo or the Madden something good, because Josh Gordon got suspended and this guy had a crazy play. Anyway, but great to see 91 overall flashbacks and slightly more relevance. But what did you think of this guy, buddy?
Austin
we got two
Eckler.
team of the weeks. We got two team of the weeks to go over.
We do got two team of the weeks. We'll make this really quick. Austin Eckler, to me, is an awesome change of pace back. Currently not on my squad. I'm still rolling with his 90 overall, simply because I don't think the LTD price tag is worth it at this point. I'm going to wait till the series redux, but he's a really nice change of pace back. We'll see how he operates on the director's theme team.
Who are you and what have you done with Director, who always gets the latest and greatest Chargers Chargers card?
Director's gotten stingy. We're getting ready for those wide receivers coming up later this week. Jimmy Garoppolo getting the hero last week. Very decent card if you want to go the field general route with the 49ers.
Yep, solid, but like we're all waiting for that 95 overall field general. Hey, just highlight Rashad Perryman there for 1 second. There we go. Just remember that 78 right there. Just remember, and that 90 speed. Just remember that. Moving swiftly on.
I think there's a chance he gets an upgrade soon with Chris Godwin out. Joe Hayden, 88 speed. Fringe good. I'm pretty sure he has himself a power-up as well. I think so, at least. 89 zone, 90 man coverage, 91 press. That's a nice card.
Yeah, and the Steelers secondary is stupid good now in terms of theme team. Silly.
You could roll out with the Steelers theme team secondary and play against the best of them right now, dude. It's very, very crazy. And that was the team of the week last week. We're moving really quick because we got a lot of stuff to go through.
Yeah.
Heavyweights from last week. Ryan Ramczyk got the nod. A lot of people are confused because he does have the Ultimate Kickoff Edition, which is 2 overall higher. So this card's pretty much a write-off for me. Go get his better card. He's one of the better right tackles in the game, period. But you're going to want his 93 and not the 91.
However, if you're operating on a budget, this is still a fabulous card. Because most people...
And I think he has a power-up, too. So you can go that route and wait for him to get another upgrade if you desire. And then Chris Jones, 91 overall. He always plays with the MUT force factor for me, especially at DT. 6'6", 90 power move. The block shed a little bit low, but again, MUT force factor coming in the case for Chris Jones.
Something funny about Chris Jones I play fantasy as well, man. I love the whole rebuild thing. Like I don't even play the games. I literally just do the drafts and the upgrades throughout the season and try to get the scheme right and win Super Bowls playing franchise. But this guy, for whatever reason, Chris Jones, is always in free agency in year 2. So in 2020, he's always available with an X factor. It's about an 88 or an 89 overall in franchise. So interesting. So I always see him. I'm always like, that's a lot of beef right in the middle. And he's a Chief as well. And we play him twice a year because obviously I'm always playing as the Raiders. But anyway, just a small note about franchise. Love you, franchise guys.
There you go. And again, MUT force factor. Series signatures. Let's take a look. Juju Smith-Schuster. I believe he just got an upgrade for his Gauntlet version, which is 1 overall lower. Roll with that. Free 1 overall lower versus you gotta spend up for unless you want to use his power up pass, which is totally fine as well. But for this card, I maybe would pass on that. But his catching is absolutely crazy, tight and good.
Oh yeah, no, this is an awesome card. Getting up to 95 speed on, like, even if you're a Steelers fan, you have 25 Steelers in the back of your lineup there, and you got his power up. This is looking like a really, really. Oh wait, even a little bit faster, right? 91 base, then 93 with sprinter, 95. There we go. So look, it's a really, really nice item in that regard, and we got to meet him, bro.
Yeah,
like I mean that was pretty rad at EA Play. But man, like
and his mama,
had a really
who was
quiet
a swell
season.
gal.
Oh man, yeah, that was probably the highlight. Like meeting like Juju's like
Mama
really,
Juju.
really nice. Yeah, Mama Juju was she was very lovely. But like, man, he's had a really quiet season in real life. So I was worried.
I think the effect, and you'll probably notice this with other wide receivers as superior talent moves on. Antonio Brown, as crazy as he may be, is a very, very good wide receiver. And when you have coverage split so aggressively to one guy, guys like Juju do tend to get open. So he'll catch on. He'll start coming onto his own as the number one true receiver.
He's been hurt too. That's the problem. But what I was saying is I was glad to see him getting a bump, and that's why, like, I guess things like 6 series and heavyweights and veterans are good. Hot take before we look at Bernardrick McKinney, we can hover over him, who no one should be spending coins on unless you're a diehard Texans fan. Because
if your name isn't Chewbacca Lemma, pass.
Still a solid item though. Like, come on, 96 play rec and 90 block shed and 93 hit power. Like, no, this is a great item, and he's tall as well. But like,
not worth the price tag. Again, power up pass eligible, I think. And in that case, maybe that's fine. But don't spend the amount of coins going to take to get him right now. Wait until Series 5, like I'm doing with Austin Eckler.
But as we look at them, Director, do you think that we are now done for the year with veterans, flashbacks, heavyweight 6?
Very interesting question. A lot of people know that it's actually been pushed away this week and then maybe next week for the holidays because of Zero Chill. It's being replaced with different content. But I have heard them say it is being put on hold for the holiday season. So I think we'll see a return post-holiday, but I'm not quite sure they could do anything at this point, especially with the playoffs and the Super Bowl coming up right afterwards.
Conspiracy theory, we're done.
Let's take a look at the level or the Series 4. Yeah, Series 4 guys, Brandon Cooks. At the moment when it came out, this was the only guy you could use the 95 power-up pass on, so I saw a lot of him on head-to-head when he first came out. And, dude, he is a fantastic wide receiver. Like, I lost a lot of games solely because Brandon Cooks gets open and Brandon Cooks catches the ball.
Yeah, and same as last year, if you remember, and 99 speed on like a lot of teams. Yeah. So like 98 on a lot of others, but 98 on any type of theme team. Very, very cool. But Torrey Holt has now turned into a goon as well.
He's pretty nasty too. You Rams theme teams, my God. Absolute savagery out there with the wide receiver game right now.
Greatest show on turf, my God. And Torrey Holt is a 97 on my team, and no theme elements at all whatsoever.
Ridiculous. Now, here is an interesting scenario, at least I have. With the new Gauntlet, we got a series of 5 new players that you could add to your team. I actually don't think I added anybody as a starter, specifically because of my situation. But let's just go over them really quick. Terrell Suggs, 90 power move is the highlight there, but very, very slow. You really want to utilize him in the pass rush.
And he got cut, and now he's a Chief.
Yeah, awkward.
God, okay.
Marshall Yanda, very decent right guard. If I were to choose one, I would choose Marshall Yanda.
Air quotes, because it didn't take a lot for this gauntlet. It was a great gauntlet. This was air quotes, a free card. But we have another right guard incoming. Bottom line is, though, like the free O-line is looking gnarly. Because Yanda is, like, solid. You can play him out of position at right tackle as well if you're desperate. If you're in a...
Yanda's very nice. I have little in that position, so no need to add him to my team. Jared Cook, who I'm guessing may have been your selection, Trumpetmonkey.
He was. Unfortunately, right now, as we know, the Gauntlet cards will end up as 95 overalls, or so we're told. And then they'll go into their power-ups. He does not go into the power-up right now, which is a little bit sad.
He's stuck on the Saints cam, not the Raiders.
Yeah, he's still on the team, and he's balling in real life, and he's an awesome player. He's a great
year, that's for sure.
Mate, Cookie in the flats. He's got very safe hands. I've been throwing to him for a few years now in MUT. So you can't go wrong. That was my selection.
Xavier Rhodes, for a
Solid.
free cornerback, this is definitely a good option. Again, he can't be powered up. He's kind of stuck at that speed unless you got a Vikings theme team, but really not a bad item to add to the squad.
But like 6'1", most people have Coach Madden and would have lockdown, so he's over both thresholds. So he's probably going to have 93 man and 90 zone and 91 speed. You know, and that's not terrible.
The press is the one thing that really impresses me about this item. 95 press stock is pretty nice. And then Emmanuel Sanders, it's a bit too slow. 88 speed, no power up.
So fast
I think that's an easy
in real
pass.
life. It just seems like they really just hammer the speed whenever the blokes get a little bit old. Like, come on, ratings adjusters, you've seen the highlights, mate. This guy is balling. So
even like the beginning of the season when he was rocking with the Broncos and Joe Flacco, Emmanuel Sanders definitely faster than 88 speed. Let's take a look at the NFL 100 from this past week. Tight ends. I have to say it, Trumpetmonkey. I've got to say it. Very disappointed we didn't see Kellen Winslow last week. And, you know, I think it kind of took a lot of people off guard because we all expected 2 tight ends, where it be Gronk, Kellen Winslow, and we actually just did not get it. But who we did get is actually very nice.
Everybody was expecting 2 tight ends.
Yeah.
Because and they should have done 2 tight ends. We love the guys in EA, as we always say, but there should have been 2. And Kellen Winslow would have been great because he probably would have been the second tight end to get the tank ability.
Yep.
Which is breaks all hit sticks.
It would have been nice to have that NFL 100 instant X factor on the Chargers. But you know what?
Yeah.
That's okay. He'll get an upgrade at some point. It would have been nice to see Gronk here as well. But Tony Gonzalez, who we did get, is an absolute monster. 6'5", 87 speed, catching is crazy. Route running is actually really good. The run block is the one concern I have about this card, but I played against him a ton, and he holds up pretty well.
Oh, dude, and he's epic. And you're basically just like streaking him and high pointing it, right? Like, no, that's your offensive game plan. Let's give him a pat on the back. We predicted that the NFL 100 might be one of the most insane promos we've ever seen. And what you basically ended up with is, like, if you have just a blank lineup, you're basically going to end up with every single position on the field a 95 overall.
Which is
It's
insane.
absolutely crazy. They had to stop the Legends promo, which is something I was critical of. The more NFL 100 items we're getting and the more our coin stacks just disappear, I understand now why they had to do that. Imagine if we had 3 Legends on top of all of these NFL 100 players every week. There'd be no coins anywhere.
Right now, dude.
All the MUT coins in the world would be gone. They'd all be gone. So I get why they did it. And it has turned out to be one of the most epic freaking promos ever. Like, ever. And very, very cool. Tony G, all of these items have been amazing. I just wish he was a tiny bit faster, but that's just me.
Maybe a little bit. For a tight end, it's pretty nice.
Ogden.
Wow.
Jonathan Ogden, 6'9", the tower on the right side of your line.
Do you have
with
him?
all of these freaking stats, dude? I can't imagine a better right tackle in the game this year.
So here's what's awesome, and these NFL 100 solos are so easy. They're so easy, and we're going to get hopefully like your pick of a fantasy pack of the entire NFL 100.
He wouldn't be a bad choice, honestly, out of all, even more over the skill positions.
But what I was getting at is, like, you can pick him up. He wasn't in the game previously. You can do the solo in about 2 minutes, get his power up, and then using just training and probably about 100K, max 150K, like in buying and quick selling items off the auction hall, you've got yourself a 92 right tackle who's an absolute freak.
And most of his stats will be over 91 or 90, which is crazy to me.
It's awesome. He's a 96 on my team with just Coach Madden, no Ravens. So powered up Coach Madden 96, and that's it. My O-line I'm not touching until we get 99s.
Good to invest in. Again, Nat O-lineman, never a bad idea. So remember that with your free NFL 100 card. Anthony Munoz, again, just as impressive. Every single stat over 90, 92s, 94s. Absolutely. Like, if you want the best line in the game, you have to pick up these legends. As we say all year, legends trump current players in Madden. and this is a huge example of that. Left guard Bruce Matthews, again, all stats over 90, absolutely insane.
Amazing.
Larry Allen.
I love this Larry Allen. I got him as well. I got Larry Allen, and he's a 96 as well.
94 run block is meta. That is as meta as it's going to get this year. An absolute beast. And then to wrap it up, Dwight Stephenson. Again, almost everything over 90. Very, very nice card, especially for a center right now. Just all of these cards, definitely meta. And eventually you'll be able to afford any of them. I hope so.
Yep.
But they're going to stay pretty high, at least for a while, because of the positions that they have and how highly coveted they are. Let's take a look a little bit at the upcoming content for the Zero Chill promo. Again, we've got presents back. I wish I had the Xbox linked up to the MUT Force right now so I could show you, but I did pull 7 presents, the large ones. And I ended up pulling a couple of the reds, a couple of the blues, I think a couple of teal as well, and a couple of purple. So, I mean, we can speculate on a different episode on what is inside those presents. That will be revealed on Christmas Day, I think, Christmas Eve.
They're all opening on Christmas Day, which is, like, I think actually good this year. I didn't like the staggered approach. I was like, you open your presents on Christmas. So, yeah, that's it. They're all opening then. Fascinated, because there seemed to be, for the first time ever, very few visual clues.
I didn't like that. I mean, I like the speculation of what's going to happen, but at the same time, the pro of that is that it's all opening on Christmas Day, which I can definitely take that. The presents, let us know down in the comment section below who you think is in these individual presents. I mean, the only clues we have is really the coloring on the gift wrap. More coming in. We got the 12 Days of MUT. You guys are probably really familiar with what's going on currently in the promo. Out of Position is coming soon. Now, last season, Out of Position was kind of a dud because of the stats they put on these cards. I'm hoping that there is some learning experience from that coming into this year, and we get some very usable Out of Position players in this season of Zero Chill.
I completely agree with you, and I hope they go in the fun direction. I'm not sure. You've got some predictions, right? Like, you know what I think is coming. I've said that, but I don't know what you think is coming.
I think next MUT Force will have the Out of Position card art ready to go with those predictions. And there's some really fun ones. I think there's some that people are familiar with, and there's others that I think are a good, fun addition with new players in the game this year.
Bro. Fun and usable in head-to-head is what I want. That's what I want. I want them to actually be starters if possible.
Lamar Jackson, that's the one I'll give you guys. Lamar Jackson halfback, I think would be a lot of fun. Ghosts of Madden, which is currently going on right now. We did get a couple that we'll go over right now, but you can expect the present, the future, and the past representing different players from other eras. Very, very cool. So this is one of the fan favorites that we're all very excited for. So let's get into the Zero Chill promo, starting with what we got early this week. Bruce Smith, again, one of the few 95s in the game dropping. Dude. This guy is an absolute wrecking ball.
There are dudes whose opinions I trust telling me that I have to. Like, they're like, Monkey, you have to get Bruce Smith. That he is shutting down the pass and the run, like especially the run on as you look down on the screen when you're on defense, your left side, but at right end. So like this apparently is animal.
Well, taking a look at his stats, 81 speed, very serviceable. Strength, tackle, and play rec, 95, 92, 92, crazy. But the block shed at 93, power move at 95, and finesse move at 90. He's got every single trait to make himself a game changer on that line. So I don't know, man. Bruce Smith seems like a must add for anybody who doesn't have, somebody like a screaming good theme team guy like myself with a Deacon Jones.
+2 to every position basically, because you'd be powering him up, and with Coach Madden, +2 to every single stat, I should say.
And then whatever chems you're putting on him as well. 99 power move and be like 94 finesse move. That is absolutely stupid.
Have we seen any? Actually, like, in all fairness, this should be probably the first 99 in the game that we're seeing from some theme teams.
That is true. If you guys want to post maybe on Twitter, let us know. You can tag us on there, and maybe we'll show that off on the next MUT Force. But Bruce Smith, guys, absolute must add, especially if he fits on your theme team. We got a lot of guys that dropped on Monday, and I think we're going to see more content in this promo than we have in any other promo. Let's start with your boy, Ted Hendricks, which is acquired by, I think, Gingerbread Man.
Gingerbread Man, the bane of our existence. So my one critique was that we're not seeing daily new solos dropping for the Zero Chill promo, which meant that if you want to grind for the Gingerbread Man, so you needed 6 for Ted Hendricks. What that meant was, on day 1 of this promo, you had to play all your solos, which was like up to 50 stars, and then you had to win 70 house rules games to unlock a Ted Hendricks. So what I did was I went to 50 house rules games, and then I waited one day and some more solos. Now the solos are super easy and super fun, which is great. So I do have Teddy Hendricks, and the card himself, like, everyone knows, everyone looks at Teddy Hendricks and they're kind of like, this year they made him fast, which is great. But even when he was slow, they're kind of like, would anybody play with this? Well, once you play with him, you realize, like, as a CPU controlled defender, he just is everywhere. And what's cool about these ones is the pre-baked, enforcer there as well. So this really is, at left outside linebacker, in any form of kind of coverage scheme, a set and forget. And he's just annoying to play against. He'll get everywhere.
Oh
he'll make insane plays.
If
he's
you
a
look
95
at my Twitter
overall.
from like a day or two ago, I went on a pretty bad L streak, and the worst game of them all, very tight game against a guy with a lot of Raiders. He was a Raiders fan. For whatever reason, I couldn't stop Ted Hendricks. I had maybe a second to throw in the pocket with a pretty decent line, and he absolutely wrecked me. I had a rare moment, screaming a pillow, throwing stuff moment in Madden, and it was due to this man, Ted Hendricks. He's actually a really nice card.
MUT force factor, and he's 89 speed on my team.
We got to move on to another X-Raider, Amari Cooper, 90 speed, great route running, decent catching. Is he on your squad currently?
Not yet. I'm just waiting for a few more Gingerbread Man. He'll be there. He's really easy to get. I believe he's 4 Gingerbread Man, if I'm not mistaken.
I've seen
easier
some
to
Cowboys
get.
fans play with him. Very, very nice. He's kind of generic, but in the upper tier generic for wide receivers.
Can I just say, I love these card arts as well, though, with the the Christmas lights in the background. It's really funny. Really, it's like he's on your tree. And then APAD.
Adrian Peterson, a bit on the slow side for the current meta in Madden, 90 speed, but all the other stats are pretty decent other than catching. Once he gets a power up, there's a few theme teams I'm sure will be very excited to add him to their squad.
Mental. I mean, like, he'll be on the Cardinals, he'll be on the Saints, he'll be on the Redskins, he'll be on the Vikings. It's gonna be gnarly, man.
Should be around 94 speed on any given theme team, which is definitely serviceable. Let's take a look at some of these top echelon cards for the Zero Chill that dropped. Christian McCaffrey.
Awesome.
Let me just take a moment to tell you how crazy it is to play against this card, because you don't expect what he does. The 84 catching is better than a lot of wide receivers in this game. He can go up against any linebacker, a lot of corners, and come down with a contested catch from the halfback position. Not to mention, he has a little bit of human joystick part to him with the 96 agility. It's not the true human joystick, but his agility allows him to move and flow as a user a lot better than a lot of other running backs. So he is absolutely underrated as a card, even just with the 91 speed.
This is awesome, and it's kind of sad because I told you this was a year MUT where I wanted to try all the different items, but like my running backs room right now, like Dickerson, Bo Jackson, Marcus Allen, there's no space for CMC. There really isn't any space for him. I wish there were, because this is finally the CMC card that he deserves.
Oh yeah.
Like, this was one of the first times ever where I saw the stats and I was like, that's CMC. Like, and so, shout out to oh my God, Timmy from New Zealand, who's he was at a home game in North Carolina with his little boy.
He got to talk to Trey Boston and get a photo op with him as well. Huge shout out to Timmy. And this Christian McCaffrey I played against on a Panthers themed team, which is so stupid good. So Timmy, when you get home, you got yourself a crazy, crazy good starting running back to add to the squad.
Do you think he packed the Xbox with him? I think he did. I think they're logging in on like Wi-Fi in in hotel rooms and just getting solos done. I hope you are, Timmy. Nothing like ripping a bundle from a hotel room, let me tell you. All right, I don't have a problem. You have a problem. Derwin James, director.
I'm going to drop some hotness in this MUT Force episode. I think this Derwin James, even outside of a theme team, is the best user in the game.
Oh!
He has been absolutely stupendous. I've been whining a lot about not getting any Chargers cards for a while that are usable in head-to-head, that are game changers, that are top echelon, not just Chargers theme team players want to use, but everyone wants to use. Derwin James finally broke that mold. Comes out with 90 speed. He's 6'2", which is probably the biggest factor on this card. Much taller than Pat Tillman. You can attach Lurker and Enforcer on this guy. And not to mention, his man and zone coverage are very easily achievable to get to 90 overall each. This dude has won me several games since he came out due to his playmaking ability alone.
I believe you. But I want to object to your statement that there weren't any Chargers cards released. Please, you have had a drip feed of good Chargers cards from day one in this MUT. How dare you?
We are out of date. We've got Derwin and we've got Deacon, and other than that, it's pretty dry out there for the Bolts. But our time will come.
You've got an O-line, and you just be quiet, you. But listen. This is a solid card right here. Sound like you were describing like a horrible ex-girlfriend attached with Enforcer and Lurker. Well, listen, I'm glad that this is the ex-girlfriend from hell who is absolutely winning head-to-head games for you. Dude, when I saw him, I was like, wow, here's another wow for you to consider, director. So he powers up right now. He powers up to a 94 overall, and I've seen the pictures. He's a 96 on your team. What about when Gauntlet 3 drops and you can take him up to a 96 overall with a power up?
It's going to be,
and he'll be 90. He's going to be 99 on your team. He's going to be 99 like in an instant.
Let's see. So he has 94 speed on my team without Coach Madden right now. So let's say 95. All right, and let's say he gets another. What it would be a +2 boost after the power up. So 96 speed. At that point in the game is going to be absolutely, especially with that height. Crazy,
man. Crazy. Absolutely. Can he play at free safety? Does he come with the chem?
He does come with the chem. He can play at free safety if you wish.
And what type of effect is that having on the overall? Is it a real bad hit?
I think it's a -3.
Oh, God, I wish they'd fix that. I really wish they'd fix that.
Because he definitely plays all positions at a 93.
Yeah.
Safety, linebacker, other than maybe cornerback.
Imagine if they gave him a middle linebacker cam.
I would die. Although I don't need it right now because, I mean, strong safety, nickel packages, but I would die. Darius Leonard.
Solid.
The guy who beat out Derwin James for Rookie of the Year, or Defensive Rookie of the Year last season. This is an interesting card. I feel like he's more of a coverage guy.
Yeah.
But he's a little bit slow to fit that mold. Still very, very nice on theme teams, but questioning whether you should go out of your way to get him.
No, this is the thing. The only way this guy is awesome, okay, in the same week that we got another Colts left outside linebacker in Teddy Hendricks, who can play it right outside linebacker. So that Colts linebacking core looks nice. I want to hear from people in the chat. Does he have the MUT Force factor? In real life, obviously, this guy is all pro. But I want to hear about Darius Leonard in-game. Does he have the MUT Force factor? Let us know.
In the comments section. A couple others of note. Anthony Costanzo, you guys got yourself a left tackle on the Colts. A couple of nice Colts players this week. JPP, Jonathan Jones, Sam Hubbard, and then a couple other mentionables. And
I think the only ones, the Tyrell Williams is a little bit disappointing as well. The only one to mention there, if you could just show me, no, there wasn't really anybody else from a crazy speed perspective. I'm thinking about team of the week. Never mind. But there we go. It was it was a solid start though. It was also let's address the elephant in the room. The house rules was a complete failure.
Yeah, not good.
The only good thing about it in the PC community is that what we started to see was, without typing a word to anybody in the Discord, if people were on defense, they would instantly quit and give you the win. So my 50 wins on PC in the community there actually took me about 2 hours.
Wow.
That's not terrible.
And even
so if
on
you're telling me
some people were picking that up because really there's one play, I won't say it here, that will win you the game.
We can call it the jet sweep touch pass, ruined this house rules.
It did. It did.
And
another bit of feedback to the EA community. I would like to see a house rules that's maybe a tad bit longer in gameplay that counts towards head-to-head wins.
Head-to-head
A
wins.
lot of people
Yes.
are struggling to get their Coach Madden finished, mine included.
I couldn't agree more.
Especially
and
if you don't play weekend league or solo battles.
Let's just put it out there, man. Let's put it out. No game-breaking mechanics like jet touch pass. Because you can think ahead and go, well, this is what's going to happen. It's pretty obvious. There's that. So let's think ahead. So it's a fun house rules in terms of the actual house rules. And a lot of them have been. I love that game mode. But let's think ahead. Let's lower the win requirement because it still was 70 wins to get a Ted Hendricks, which is about 20 wins too much.
Yeah.
Let's call it spade a spade. All right. And then
50 will always probably be around the sweet spot. Anything lower is even better, but 50
and
should be the max.
That's our Christmas wish list. Those are our 3 things. Have a count for head-to-head, lower the wins required, and don't make a game-breaking mechanic.
There you go.
Moving on. What a week.
Let's take a look at the team of the week that just dropped, and then we'll take a look at the ghosts.
Before we get into this team of the week, it was the most lackluster team of the week. But the reason I was happy about that, I saw it as soon as I saw the items. I tweeted. I was like, I believe we have some insane star power coming as part of the Zero Chill promo, which goes all the way, by the way, guys. The Zero Chill promo, right? It's only the 18th, the 19th right now. It goes for the next 2 weeks. It goes until like January 3rd. So there's a lot more content coming. And when I saw how lackluster and how many big names got left off from this team, and the guys who had huge games like Julio Jones, who won you your fantasy.
He's almost certainly getting something.
Something's coming, guys. So yes, this team of the week. Let's not even. It sucked. It was like, are you kidding me? But then the first thing I thought instantly, and not because I'm a positive idiot, was like, that means I was greedy. I was like, there's more big superstars coming. So into team of the week though, really quickly, because this doesn't even deserve airtime.
It really doesn't. Anthony Harris, he's all right. He's very good in Vikings theme teams. Other than that, an easy pass, especially for the limited price tag. Chris Carson, who already has an ultimate kickoff item that's way better than this item. Easy pass.
Completely unusable. And this is what I'm horrified. I believe that Josh Jacobs is coming very soon. But he's going to have stats like this, and he's going to be unplayable. 87 speed is unplayable. He'll get run down by D linemen. But look at Brashad Perryman. This was a diamond in the rough right here. 94 speed, budget beast. This is a sick card.
Have an opportunity in weeks 16 or 17 to get another bump
even higher.
Because
even
of opportunity.
Even higher. You don't even need to look at the rest of them there. But then I guess, Kenny Clark is solid.
He's okay. The 92 block shed, 94 strength is pretty good.
He plays well.
A little lackluster again.
He has a MUT force factor. That's the only good thing going for him. Other than that, we knew it was a completely doo-doo week of team of the week. But we know it's because they're sandbagging. They're just saving the big names.
Speaking of big names, let's take a look at the first third of the Ghosts of Madden promo, starting with the limited Richard Sherman. Now,
and this is why, by the way, guys, this is why you should never be too angry when you do see like a lackluster release of any kind, and why you should always hold your breath a little bit, like when Zero Chill came out, and it was going, like some people going, oh, that's it. No, there was always more coming, and Kralo even hinted Wednesday was going to be huge. And Wednesday for me was such a massive win. I loved it.
Richard Sherman, 89 speed, which will turn some people off, but he fits in a couple of really nice theme teams. You can get him up to maybe 94 speed. That's definitely usable. What's noteworthy about this card, the jump, play rec, and zone coverage, all at 97, with 96 press and 95 agility. Not to mention the 92 man coverage. This is a wild card.
I like this guy so much, right, that I am very much considering getting rid of Night Train Lane and replacing him with Richard Sherman, who I believe even just on my team, because when he powers up to a 96, I believe Richard Sherman is going to be a 98, maybe a 99 on my team.
Wow.
Let alone theme teams. I guarantee you he's a freaking 99. But this guy is going to be a monster. You said it, mate. He'll have 93 or 94 speed on most teams, right? And everything, there'll be so many 99 stats there. 99 play rec, 99 press, 99 zone, 90, probably, yes. No. Oh, yes, 99 jump. Mate, this is going to be insane. And he'll just and he's such an iconic player. And if you're a Seahawks fan as well, like I am, and now a Niners fan, he's just, he's a historical player as well. So I love this item. I freaking love this item.
He definitely has a MUT force factor. He's 6'3", so that comes into factor a lot with DBs.
Oh.
He is limited, so he's very expensive, but you do have that 95 power-up pass from levels that you can use to bypass that price tag. So I think Richard Sherman's definitely worth a try for a lot of people, and I think he's not going to let you down if you decide to give him a shot. So very, very nice.
Here's the thing. I know we want to move on quickly, but here's the thing. If there's no other 95 that you really, really want, which right now is like Bruce Smith, Sherman, and Cooks, then you use that power-up pass. Coins are king. I can get a few 100,000 coins, right? Someone in the background! I get a few 100,000 coins. You're being invaded. Pitch invasion. I get a few 100,000 coins still for Night Train Lane. And coins are king right now, and everybody's stack is hurting. So you take advantage of the power pass that you get from grinding. You put it on Sherman. I guarantee you he'll play as well as Night Train Lane.
Yeah.
Guarantee that. And then you go ham with those coins.
And have yourself a wee Christmas spending spree. Next card. Sorry, director. I just wanted to say that. It's a pro tip.
Now, I almost think this is considered a trap card. Terry McLaurin.
Yes.
This is a fantastic wide receiver at this phase in Madden. 90s across the board for catching, 95 speed, and then almost 90s across the board for route running. This is a fantastic item. But remember, wide receivers for NFL 100 are dropping on Friday, so be a bit aware about how much coin you're spending and if he's going to make your final roster after those beast cards are added to the game.
Question, director. Do you think that is it for Ghosts of Future now?
I think there's a possibility we get more, but I would say 80-90% shot that this is probably it for Ghost of Future.
Then this is why I'm hopeful. Terry McLaurin he's been explosive the last few weeks. He's had a solid rookie season, but he's not even he's in the top 5 for discussion, but he's nowhere close to a Josh Jacobs in terms of real world impact and real world offensive rookie of the year. And this isn't just because I'm a Raiders homer, right? But this has me excited for a huge boost, and a lot of people have his rookie premiere, a huge boost to Josh Jacobs. Let's just pray to God Almighty above that they actually give him a speed boost.
Oh, I know when we're getting Josh Jacobs.
Oh my God.
Yeah, team of the year. He's definitely either team of the year or honors or something. He's definitely in the slot to get a really nice card, probably somewhere in between January and February. A big boost.
The fact they bumped Terry to a 94 and one of the best wide receivers in the game ahead of Friday, as you said, this is not the item you want to get. The items for wide receiver are coming on Friday. 3 of them more than likely.
That being said, this is a fantastic wide receiver, but I think there's going to be names on Friday that you're going to want even more than Scary Terry. Let's take a look at the Devin Bush. Speaking of rookie premier upgrades, this is one of the best in memory I can think of that we've gotten in Madden Ultimate Team.
So good. I was able to sell my Ray Lewis again, get another 300,000 coins. All right, 250 after tax, blah. 260. Get this guy in the lineup, and he's a monster. He's 94 on my team with the rookie premier card, not the power up or anything like that, just the rookie premier card. Rookie premier coming in clutch. And I do think future is over, though. I think these are the 4 futures we're getting. It's an awesome release. I would have loved to have seen just a couple more, but
Devin Bush, like a lot of people, I moved some pieces around on my team because he's just a must start. Even if he wasn't free, he would be in consideration for a purchase on my team because he is just that good. Not to mention the zone coverage is scary good for middle linebacker with that hit power and speed. He's everything you want in a middle linebacker at this phase of MUT. So everybody that's done their rookie premieres from last season, you're seeing the benefit of it right now.
This is why you do
Another
rookie
one.
premiere, guys. This is why you do it, so you can get your hands, because a lot of people had a really stud middle linebacker to go along with their Shaz, who got a bump up 2 overall, by the way, for some people. This is exactly why you do rookie premiere, so that at this time of the year, boom, I just got my hands on another 300,000 coins.
Excellent.
There
And
you
not
go.
to mention, most guys in the season with rookie premiere are going to get upgrades. There's usually maybe 1 or 2 that don't because of underwhelming performances. But Chris Lindstrom's kind of on that list. He got hurt, not really playing, still got an upgrade. 93 overall for your offensive line for free is pretty nice in my opinion. Now his stats read a little bit different to me, but he's still a free 93 offensive lineman.
We were chatting with Clint when we got to meet him in July, and he said that one of the most important stats on O-linemen, and he's a former NFL O-lineman himself, he said one of the most important stats, the hidden stats, the gems, is agility. And this guy has 70 agility. It was the first thing I checked. Yes, these stats are a little bit meh. Most people have Coach Madden, right? Like, most people have Coach Madden passing, maybe, and rushing at this stage, right? And so they've got the bump right there, and they're probably running some form of, you should be anyway, of chem that buffs this guy. He's pretty much across the board a 90, just about at every stat on my team. Just about. Very, very serviceable. He didn't bump up 1 overall at all, which was hilarious. He was still at 93. I was like, okay, so I'm still running with Larry Allen, but as a air quotes free. And remember, we got Yanda, and you've got Power Up Ogden, Power Up Stevenson. You can basically start to piece together an O-line that is very affordable and very effective in head-to-head. It's really, really good. So, like, yeah.
Another good benefit of a free rookie premiere card. Brian Burns getting the last bump right here.
Solid.
Left outside linebacker, 88 speed. That's LT territory with 91 finesse move. I think he's pretty nice. I would say he's a great addition if you're running LT on the right side. Go ahead and run Brian Burns on the left side. Get those speed coming after the quarterback with those edge threat and finesse moves.
Or if you want to have some fun, you can go Sweat on one side from the blitz, who has similar speed. Burns. I mean, you get the literally the kind of young players or rookie team is looking gnarly now, man. I love it. I love it. So, man, I just wish there were a couple more Ghosts of Future, but I think that's it for Ghosts of Future. Maybe. I think we could see some
small chance, but maybe. Trumpetmonkey, are you ready?
I'm ready. Is that everything?
That is everything.
We know that content. We got more content coming. On we mentioned Shaz got another bump for the captain token. If you were on early, there was a glitch where you could get bump 2 overall. We know, so Shaz is even better. So a lot of people are running with Shaz and Devin Bush as their middle linebackers. That's what I'm doing. We know we've got more content coming on Friday. What do you have for us today? I haven't seen them. You're like, don't look at Twitter. I'm tweeting them now.
Don't look at Twitter. I want honest reaction.
What are you showing me?
Throw down some Ghosts of present and past custom card art, as well as the NFL 100 wide receivers. With that, Trumpetmonkey, hold on to your butt. It's time for some custom card art. Let's start here with the Ghosts of present cards, starting off with 93 Patrick Mahomes. I think he's supposed to be a 94, excuse me. He's supposed to be the master in my predictions.
Oh my God.
We've got it pegged at 78 speed, 93 throw power, 90s across the board for accuracies, 83 play action. This is going to be a really, really nice card with that improviser.
You went the route that doesn't give him escape artist, is what you're saying, right?
His speed even now is too low. Way too low. He might get one closer to a 99, but until then, probably no escape artist for Patrick Mahomes.
What if they do something crazy, like some pre-baked abilities?
Oh, that would be pretty nice.
Imagine if they gave him escape artist. Oh my
God. The best quarterback in the game. Even then, without escape artist, he's still really, really, really good.
This is a sick card.
94 territory, 95 for improviser. You're looking at abilities like playmaker, which gives playmaker to every single receiver on your side of the field. That can get pretty insane pretty quickly. So we'll have to wait and see how Patrick Mahomes, if he gets a card.
I'm with you, man. I mean, in terms of like the present, it really is like it's him and Lamar. You could say it's Russell. You know, like you could also put Russell in the mix as well. I think in terms of a QB, you nailed it though. I think this is your guy. He's due an upgrade.
Patrick Mahomes. And again, supposed to read 94 overall on that card art. Next up, we got Stephon Gilmore.
Yeah. Yep. This guy is actually, he and TJ Watt, what a year. He and TJ Watt are leading the race for Defensive Player of the Year. And because he's not like flashy, you know, he's not like primetime flashy. You don't hear a lot about him, but like he's just going about having like one of the best seasons ever as a corner. He really is in the modern era of the game, like a historically good season. Wow, this dude is nasty, absolutely nasty. You did him dirty on the speed director.
A little bit. I actually gave him a little bit of a bump against my prediction instinct. I gave him 89 speed, 92 excel, 91 agility, and then notable stats: 95 man coverage, 86 zone, and 91 press. So he would be really nice powered up, but I think better stats could come into play with the kind of performance he's having this season.
He's gonna get something. He could get a 99 within a month if he gets the honors, if he gets a Defensive Player of the Year.
If he keeps up how he's playing right now, he definitely will. Speaking of TJ Watt.
Oh. There he is. Like,
linebackers for the Steelers is getting kind of ridiculous. As you said, TJ Watt absolutely having himself a season, rivaling the play of his brother JJ Watt.
Oh yeah,
he's absolutely standing out for the Steelers defense. The steel curtain has been muttered a little bit more recently than it has been in the past. 84 speed we got him pegged at, 89 excel. The notable stats: 93 play rec, 93 finesse move. He should be a beast.
They are probably going to make the wild card, and when Big Ben went down and then this defense started to step up, like it is the stuff of legend.
It is.
Like it really, really is. As much as I hate to say it, a big rivalry traditionally from the 70s between the Raiders and the Steelers. Raiders. But yeah, man, man, I love your picks, bro. I mean, like, this is the thing, they're not like crazy exciting cards. Like but they're super logical. Like I love how logical they are. You android.
Oh, we always put down the good predictions. Your camera went a little fuzzy while he's fixing that. Put your hand. There you go. Take a look at the last of the present. Struggled a little bit on this one. I'll be honest. I was like, we got a wide receiver last week and an offensive lineman. We can go halfback or tight end. Let's go tight end and give it to, I would actually argue, Hunter Henry, top 3 in the league right now when healthy. I think it's time we give him a bump into the low 90s. Don't you shake your head at me. I get to do this. This is the director treating himself with all this hard work.
Treat yourself.
Treat yourself.
Treat yourself, director. What's going on? Why do we go to no? Yeah, that's it. The internet hates you. The internet just said, no signal, Hunter Henry. No signal. The internet
I'm sure I'll check Twitter after the show and I'll see all the opinions on Hunter Henry. The thing about Hunter Henry that stands out as a MUT card is his run block, which has absolutely been awesome the last couple of seasons. We're going to have him pegged at 88 run block. Rest of his stats are pretty respectable: 86 speed, 90 catching, 90 spec catch, but really that run block on the edge there with Hunter Henry could be pretty spectacular.
Dude, it's actually, believe it or not, despite the rivalry, it's a solid prediction. But I feel like this right here is going to be Julio.
It's got, as soon as you talked about Julio not getting the team of the week, I was like, crap. That was a pretty obvious pick, but I moved away from it because of Scary Terry, but it's probably Julio, who's very due for an upgrade at this point with the big performance he had last week. So that was the Ghosts of Present. The very big part of this promo that gets everybody excited is the Ghosts of Past, because these cards are always super glitchy. So let's start with the Master, Calvin Johnson, who a lot of people already know is coming to the game due to leaks and such. This should be the best wide receiver in the game when he launches.
So you think Megatron is going to land as part of the ghosts have passed, and I think he's going to land as one of the Christmas gifts.
That could be the case too. There's a
I think
couple of
he's gonna be
places
the
that he
big-
could land. He could be the master for the next part of Zero Chill. I think he's going to be part of the Ghosts of Madden Past. I think that's what he was last season too. But it's very, and I think the big part about the Ghosts of Past as well is that they're going to get that bump to 95, 94 for that set.
I just remember the funniest troll comment I saw was like, yeah, Megatron's going to come out and he'll be free safety again. And I was just oh, that made
Don't
me
jinx
laugh. That
us.
made me laugh.
Don't
Dude.
mention. Let's take a look at this guy's projected stats at wide receiver. 93 speed, 95 jump, 91 catch, 93 in traffic, 95 spec, 89 short, 89 medium, 94 deep. Route running
And
at
you-
6'5". This
so
could be the
you
best
feel
wide
like-
receiver in the game.
I think, man, I think it could be right. I think either way, whether he's a ghost or he's the gift, I think we're getting a 95 Megatron, and I think that is really awesome and really nice because it's like the teams in EA, the team's way of saying like, yo, if you grind it to level 80, guess what? Like, you're gonna have to spend some training, but still, everyone's gonna get this like free Megatron with the 95 power up pass, you know? So like, I think that's awesome. And man, I love it. All right, who else you got? Who else you got in the past?
Ghost of Madden Past. Let's take a look at Champ Bailey.
Yeah, Champ. Yep. I feel like I'm feeling this one as well, man. He's due an upgrade. As much as I hate to admit it, I feel like I'm feeling this one right here. Definitely.
I think he's definitely due for an upgrade. I think this is a good promo that he would fit in. We have him pegged at 93 speed and acceleration, 94 agility, 94 man, 88 zone,
So
86
you-
press.
And just to be clear, you are thinking that the Ghosts of the Future guys are all rookies, so that they got 93s with a 94 master. You think it's going to be 94s with a 95 master for the
Past.
present and the past. Yeah, because they have actually achieved greatness. And the guys in the present are superstars in their own rights as well. And rookies are rookies, let's be honest. Like, they can, you hope they continue their rookie campaign. Okay, interesting. Man, I'm loving what you're thinking with the overalls as well. Fingers crossed, man. I mean, like, it's hard to get excited for a Champ Bailey, but I agree with you. It's a great prediction.
He should be pretty nasty when he does come out. Take a look at this Marcus Allen.
Oh, that's so sick, bro.
These are the reactions
like-
I love the most, is when we finally get
That's
a
like-
Raider on the predictions. You're like, oh,
Oh, oh my God. And I really I used bow for so long, and I get so much hate for running the ball against people with bows. So, and then Dickerson came along, and like, I don't like it. I don't think of Dickerson as a Raider. Mate, please let this be true, director. Oh my God. I think like he is absolutely one of those like iconic players, and he played we had a Super Bowl, a league and Super Bowl MVP season, end of 82, beginning of 83, winning the Super Bowl for the Raiders. And so he was on fire during the Christmas period. Like, he was incredible. And just he is one of the greatest running backs of all time, without a doubt, like hands down. And so a little bit of a snub when it came to the NFL 100. So I hope you're right. He's due an upgrade. This will be the perfect time to do it. Please don't make us wait to UL. I love this prediction. I love this. This card art is sick, bro. Because it's like the snow against the silver and black jersey.
The contrast definitely worked very well with Marcus Allen. We've got him
that's
pegged at
so
92
nice,
speed,
bro.
agility, and carrying with 91 excel, 88 elusiveness, 88 trucking, 88 break tackle.
They gave us a Teddy Hendricks, though, from a Raiders fan, and the Raiders have been so spoiled for the NFL 100. I hope you're right. My heart tells me, my soul tells me yes. Yeah. My mind's telling me no.
Okay, let's take a look at the last guy, Michael Strahan.
Yeah. Dude, Mr. New York, man. Mr. New York. And his cards always play so well, don't they? Could you imagine bookending your D-line with Strahan and Bruce Smith? And then outside of that, man, you got LT. Oh,
Mean Joe
that's
Green
crazy.
in the middle, too. I think the D-line's about to get pretty disgusting. I wanted Michael Strahan to mirror Bruce Smith a little bit as far as stats go, with one less overall. We pegged him at 81 speed, which again, the same as Bruce Smith, but 90 tackle, 92 strength, 92 play rec, 92 block shed, 94 power move, 90 finesse move. Imagine running those two players on the same line. Big fan of it.
That's mental.
And I think
That's
the big
mental.
reason I went with Strahan and Marcus Allen, they're some of the first legends we got in the game. Both only have 89 overall cards. So I think this is an appropriate time to give him a bump to 94 overall.
I'm with you, bro. I'm with
Can I
you.
get an amen? Amen. In the comment section below, as always, if you guys have differing opinions or you just want to reinforce my awesomeness, go ahead and comment in the comment section below and let us know what you think. Let's get into the NFL 100 for wide receiver.
You think they're going with Larry? Oh!
Now, before you go crazy, Larry is an honorable mention. There are 3 wide receivers I think they could go any direction with in this promo, and I think Larry has to be mentioned in this segment. A lot of people might not like that because Larry, as he's aged, has gotten slower and slower in MUT. Very disrespectfully, I might add, in that way. But 87 speed with these kind of catching stats could balance out a little bit. But this is one of my honorable mention predictions for wide receiver.
Because of the speed and because everybody will just facepalm, I don't think they're going to take him. But then the haters out there will be like, well, that'd be exactly why
EA would do it.
you know, like you could be right. Sometimes they make
You gotta
these
brace
predictions.
yourselves, dude. They have the rights to Larry. He made the NFL 100 wide receiver list. I might want to show you guys that real quick before we move on. But this guy, I think it would be a very easy choice for MUT to go after if he makes
So what
the list.
happened earlier in the week was everybody in the world believes that the NFL accidentally tweeted, instead of the finalists, they accidentally tweeted the actual final list of wide receivers. Now, the only asterisk disclaimer to make with this here is I can tell you right now, having come from media, there are mock-ups, and you're in media as well, mate. The final version, someone probably, unless they're absolutely amazing at their job and this was their first mistake ever, like if it was an intern, they got fired, and I hate to say it, somebody got in a lot of trouble on the social media team at NFL Network for the tweet, no doubt. But I don't necessarily 100% believe that is the final 12. That's all I'll say. Just be prepared.
They could
Be
pull a fast
prepared.
one on us, but a lot of us believe that those are the finalists.
I do too. I'm just saying, like, and I also, man, Larry is an interesting selection. He will be the least popular wide receiver, the least popular 94 overall card. And actually, you know what will happen? If that, after playing all your NFL 100 solos, and in the end, if you end up to like it's like a pick 3 NAT fantasy, or even you're just given one random one and you don't get to pick, it'll probably be Larry Fitz that we all pull. So I hope to God you're wrong, brother.
Don't put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby. That would be a damn shame. I hate talking crap on Larry because he's one of the best to ever play the game.
Oh, he's
But in
amazing.
MUT,
An amazing human being.
He's just
But
so difficult to win games with. I have to say, I've been using Keenan Allen still to this day in the slot, so I wouldn't be terribly disappointed if we all got stuck with Larry because he's a good slot receiver. But we got him pegged at 87 speed, 94 jump, 94 catch, 93 in traffic, 96 spec, and then decent route running, 89, 85, 81 across the board.
Imagine if they shocked everybody and just left all his catching stats like low 80s but gave him 99 speed. I think that would be absolutely hilarious. But anyway.
I think a lot of people would prefer that. Let's take a look at the
Steve
next batch
Largent,
here.
I think I know who you're going to be picking. Yeah, Randy. I mean, Steve Largent, by the way, you think you're going to go 5 wide receivers?
No,
I see
we've
5.
got 3 in here that I think are all close contenders. And then you could put whoever else you want in the final. Like there's only 2 names on here that I think are for sure, and then everything else use your imagination. But I took a wild stab at it.
And your Randy looks sick, and he'll come in with Most pre-activated. I think it's nearly guaranteed that Randy comes in and is selected. And I mean, like, so we don't even need to look at it too much. Like, I'm with you, bro. And he'll come in with like the Most 100. I get it. Who and you've got Jerry as well, no doubt, right? Like it's the most.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Okay.
Randy Moss with Moss pre-activated. Just wait until we get a quarterback with Bazooka pre-activated. That's going to be the meta. And that's it. You're going to be able to score a touchdown in the first play every single time with that duo. And that, trust me, that's going to make these cards excruciatingly expensive. Mark my words. I'm actually thinking about going and rebuying my LT to save my 93 to 94 pass for Randy Moss, because I have a feeling that he's going to be very, very expensive. And then we can go ahead and switch out LT with the Nat 1.
Have you got your daily login 93, 94 power up pass yet?
No. I've been too far behind. to get that anytime soon.
How long till you get it? You going to get it
Probably
this week?
in the next 20, 30 days, maybe. Yeah, it's a bit. We're a
Director,
bit behind
all you had to do was dailies.
Mm-hmm. But if you guys have that pass, save it for Randy Moss. Trust me, he's going to be a game changer. Let's take a look at his stats real quick. Projected at 93 speed, 94 jump, 92 catch, 89 in traffic, 93 spec, 87, 88, 94 on the route running.
Solid. Mate, there's two 93, 94 power passes sitting in my binder waiting for Randy Moss and Jerry Rice.
Gotta get him. And then with that Raiders theme team boost, ooh, you're looking at probably the best wide receiver in the game yet again. And speaking of Jerry Rice,
he's
obviously going to make this list.
We know both these guys are going to make the list. And if they decide to pull a fast one and not put them in the game, there will be a riot. They have to. It is the most boring prediction episode for me ever. I'm sorry, director. I love your card odds; they're great, but it has to be Jerry and it has to be Randy. It's that, and I think if they do, you're right, they might do 5, but I think they're going to do 3. And
really, I think they're going to do 4.
4, okay. Interesting.
We got 4 for halfback, which the same principles kind of apply. I think we're going to get 4 wide receivers as well. Jerry Rice.
Yeah.
In my opinion, the best wide receiver to ever play the game.
Ever.
You've got him pegged at 91 speed, 90 jump, 93, 90, and 89 on the catching, 93, 91, 87 on the route running.
Right. I'm glad, and dude, I love your card art. You've given him these 100th and these gold bars, man. You did so well, bro. It looks so sick, and he'll just be awesome, dude, as well. He'll be so amazing. Good. I love it.
Let's take a look at maybe the first name not super predictable on this list with Don Hutson from the Green Bay Packers.
So he's from what, the Vince Lombardi era of Green Bay Packers, yeah, where they just won every single game ever played.
That is probably why he is considered one of the best wide receivers ever to play the game. And I put a lot of research into this list, guys. I went and found other lists by multiple different sources, trying to find who is consistently ranked in the top 5 or 6, maybe, because Calvin Johnson is going to be included in a different part of the promo for Zero Chill. So taking all of these different factors into account, a lot of different research went into these selections. Don Hutson.
I'm sorry I called it boring, director. Don't be sad. This is awesome.
And keep in mind, a lot of these were photoshopped weeks ago.
I love these older players, man. I love this. I hope they go with a Don Hutson. I want a Steve Largent so bad. Steve Largent's obviously even 30 years newer than a Don Hutson. Mate, fingers crossed, man. I really hope they throw back the hands of time. I really, really do, because this would be amazing.
From what we've seen, there's a lot of different names on here that are very, very old school players. And I think they kind of turn in that same direction, pre-Jerry Rice, pre-Randy Moss for the remaining selections. We've got Don Hutson pegged at 93 speed, 90 jump, 90 catch, 92 catch in traffic, 91 spec, 88, 89, and 87 on the route running. I had to take a real stab in the dark with these stats because I have no idea, how his measurables were back then. But that's kind of what I thought for Don Hutson.
I can't wait. I can't wait until logging in on Saturday morning to play MUT. All these Zoomers are getting absolutely destroyed by a whole bunch of boomers who finally have their favorite wide receiver.
We finally got Hudson in the game, sweetheart.
Speaking of boomers,
we got one more goodie but oldie
cheeks.
All right,
coming up on the predictions. Pretty sure a lot of you guys saw this coming. But again,
Dude,
would not
I
have
hope
made this
you get him.
card if
I hope
the
you get him.
research did not back it up. Lance Allworth very consistently ranked between 4 and 7 on multiple lists for top 100 wide receivers ever. And a lot of people don't know who Lance Allworth is.
He made the leaked, didn't he? He made the leaked list, is what we're thinking, though, right? Like his picture's in there.
He's in the middle of that.
Yeah, that's what I
photo.
thought. So, dude, yeah, a lot of people might not know. I think this is a great prediction. I'd be so happy for you, mate. I would, because you've wanted him for so long. I'd love it if this happens.
I remember first installing MUT on my Xbox 360 or first Xbox, I don't remember what it was, on Madden 12. It was a 360. First time I'd ever played MUT, I thought, man, all I want is Lance Allworth if we're getting Legends. Because Legends was a new concept back then. Like, I didn't ever think we'd get Legends in Madden.
Yeah.
And there they are. I've been wishing for Lance Allworth since Madden 12. And
has he appeared in
finally
the game?
have an opportunity for him to come in the game.
He's never been in the game?
No, never. Not once in
Really?
Madden Ultimate Team.
I
And
thought
for
he was
someone
in there
who's
a couple
considered
years
a
back.
top 5 wide receiver of all time in the NFL top 100 players of all time, which includes all positions, he's ranked number 38.
Wow.
So I think Lance Allworth, I think if there's ever a year that we finally get him, it's got to be this year. And the Chargers really hurt at wide receiver. And if we finally get him in the game, that means we have hope of getting him in future Maddens too. So that's a lot of big implications for Chargers themed teams. Huge fingers crossed. We've got Lance Allworth pegged at 93 speed, 90 jumping, 91 catch, 90 in traffic, 94 spec, 92, 90, and 89 on the route running. Again, don't know his measurables, kind of took a stab in the dark, but he was very compared modernly to Odell Beckham Jr. Yeah. He was also pegged the Randy Moss of his time. If you guys want to check out some footage of Lance
what you're
Allworth,
saying is-
hit up my Twitter. I have some small clips on there so you can see how he played back in the day. And back
So what
then, it
you're
wasn't
saying
easy
is
to
he
play
has
wide
like a-
receiver. They were allowed to bump you and grab you and all that.
He takes off that like that round helmet, and underneath he's got a peroxided mohawk. Can
Love
we
it.
get an alternate? Can you create a version of this where the mohawk, like Captain Marvel, is kind of like coming through the helmet? Can we see like a
Oh
version?
yeah, totally.
I want to see that part art.
One
Bro,
more
I
fun
hope
fact
it
about
happens,
Lance
man.
Allworth that I didn't know while I was doing research. Jerry Jones almost bought the Chargers back in the day exclusively because of Lance Allworth and how much he impressed him. So that's really, really cool. Hope he gets the nod in the game. Be very exciting for Chargers fans who are very, very, very desperate for wide receivers in Madden Ultimate Team. And that is going to wrap up this super duper awesome episode of predictions, NFL 100, Zero Chill. Lots and lots and lots of stuff to talk and implicate and predict, guys. I want you guys more aggressively than we've ever done in Mud Force to ask you to get in the comments section and type your opinion. I want to know what your thoughts are on both NFL 100, GOATs, Zero Chill. What is coming to the game in the coming days and weeks? Because this is probably the most saturated time in Madden Ultimate Team are going to be in the next 14 days.
It's crazy, bro. It's going to be exciting as well. I'm like dying to know what they're going to do for 2 weeks worth of content. Like there's so many more cards that have to drop. Like I get it, the team of the week will be in there. I totally get that, but like there's so much more coming, man. It's going to be nuts. It's going to be so much fun.
If you guys are curious to how much we might be getting, take a look at Mutthead in Madden 19's Zero Chill. I think they also had, it was split in a couple different names. Zero Chill, Ghost of Madden, Out of Position. Take a look at all the cards we got last season and kind of expect the same thing this year. We'll take a look and take a stab at Out of Position on the next Mud Force. There may be some more coming down the line, more Masters, more Futures, whatever they decide to do in Madden Ultimate Team. Well, Trumpetmonkey, big episode.
Oh, God.
Star Wars hype.
Big episode. I loved it, man. I love it. And what? We're probably going to shoot one after all the wide receivers come out on the weekend, right? So we get the full
Absolutely.
reaction.
If we get, I'm going to try and get my reaction, at least on my phone, if I find out that Lance Allworth's coming, because that'll be something to watch. Well, guys, once again, hit us up in the comments section with your opinions. If you like Mud Force, if it's all right, if you listen every now and then, hit us up with a like and sub. Helps get these videos discovered. I think it's a lot of fun for a lot of people listening, playing their weekend league, weekend Madden. And we love what we do here at Mud Force. We'd like to share it with more people. And hit us up with a sub as well, man. Get those numbers up, bro. We got to get those reps in.
Woo!
As always, guys, thank you so much for joining us, Trumpetmonkey.
Bye!
We'll see you next time. Stay frosty.
Last chance, 4th and long, finding the will to bolt up. Bundle up, cause you know we stay frosty. I take my frosty chocolate, vanilla, or swirl. MUT master YouTuber, come on, let's give it a whirl. MUT Madden Twitch streamer, put the snowman to shame. Staying frosty's the only way we stay alive in this game. They're reffing the match, directors directing the game. Scared of my underdog team, you know them gods will be slain. Stay frosty.